beautiful souls. Reverend Jess, intuitive angel healer here with Spoken Like an Angel, Enlightenment for Survivors. Thank you so much for joining us today. Spirit wanted me to get on here and share a message of hope. And we have Archangel Michael. You can see here, he's got a rainbow and a dove in his hand. It's all about peace, love, and understanding right now. He wants you to know that there's nothing to worry about. And it says, you are safe and the situation is under perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation and to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. So right now I'm hearing, don't force outcomes. You don't want to force outcomes because you've got some definite things that are working in the background that you're not aware of. I'm hearing a big emphasis on detoxing friendships. So there's some people around you that are good old frenemies and they're not your friends. And it's hard sometimes that we keep people around us that we think are for us because they put on a good mask. But if somebody's for you, they'll always be for you. It's not like they're your friend one day and then it's like when you're kids, one day they're your friend, the next day they're hanging out at somebody's house that is definitely not your friend. And we let that go when we were kids, but ultimately when you become an adult, I don't, if you show me who you are once, I don't want you to come back into my home. I don't want you to be a part of my life because you're not for me. So somebody out there needs to hear this message right now, that you have some people that you've kept around in your lifetime just because of the amount of time that you've known them, but they're definitely not for you. And they're doing a lot of underhanded things in the background. So we're still in retrograde. Perfect time it's like spring cleaning of the soul. This is when I let go of people that show up and spirit shows me that they're not for me. I definitely pay attention because they really come out during retrograde, because it's Mercury is the planet of communication, and during this time it appears to be going backwards, so a lot of communication is off right now, but it's like where the Freudian slip happens. So pay attention to those people that are having Freudian slips, and it's like their mask kind of slipped and you're catching it, because nothing, no coincidences, everything's happening for a reason. Spirit wants to remind you that distraction comes before destruction. So a lot of these toxic people that you have in your life are trying to keep you bound to a toxic mindset, to old toxic patterns, because I'm hearing you have Christ consciousness, and they don't they don't they don't want you to realize that, because then they'll be left alone. I'm seeing like two sailboats, and they're riding on your sailboat because they know the wind's going to come on yours. They haven't put out enough good things out in their life to have the wind come and sail them across the pond. So they're using you and your resources. So pay attention to that. I am hearing angels to the rescue though right now. If you've been seeing angel numbers, right before I got on here, I saw 1212. That's a number about moving out of your comfort zone, and also that if you've been a healer and you've been in like hermit mode, healing all this stuff, this is now the time is to step out and try it again, try something new. Don't be afraid of being hurt again, because the first initial hurt came because you were kept picking the same kind of energy, different people, but at the end of the day they were all the same kind of energy. So you need to pay attention and be very intentional of who you choose to share your energy, because even sharing a text message with somebody who's not really for you is what's draining your energy right now. And I'm seeing right now, I just got a download of Dorothy, Follow the Yellow Brick Road, and I'm hearing her say, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. So you just got to keep following that path right now. Don't give up though, because you're about to have things come in your favor. I'm hearing you can't maintain a lie when the truth is in the air, but you got to stop focusing on survival and start focusing on enjoying the moments, and allow yourself a lot of space and grace to grow through this process, because you're growing, you're changing, you're not the same person you were 10 years ago. So don't keep making yourself choose people, places, and things on the mindset that was from 10 years ago. They're showing me 1994. And if you remember that group ICP, Insane Clown Posse, uh, I'm I'm seeing that cover of their album, The Great Malenko. So something significant to do with 1994 and juggalos. They used to call themselves juggalos. Michigan. They're from Michigan. That's definitely a connection to this. They're showing me that the hatchet man symbol, that's also with the juggalos, and basically they're outsiders who resist social norms and are bonded by their individualism within their own little social group. And particularly I'm seeing, and I grew up in a trailer, but I'm seeing that these people are like what we call trailer trash, the straight up Earl, my name is Earl folks, that that are not just trailer, they don't just live in a trailer, they have a whole community, a whole little posse that they run with. It's funny. I'm hearing they're very belligerent. So whoever's associated with this energy is very belligerent person, and they know they could have had it all, but they messed it up, and they especially messed it up with you by spreading lies. And they're also showing me the Sagittarius energy, and I'm seeing Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks is also a Sagittarius, and December 4th, 1973 is very significant, and a beauty, a model. So it's like a Southern beauty queen is what I'm also hearing. Pay attention to people right now. It's nothing, again, nothing is a coincidence, and this person especially has been taking your kindness for weakness. And I'm seeing a vulture. So if you've been seeing vultures lately or predatory birds, I'm hearing they're a karmic taker that doesn't know when to stop. So they just that's their MO. They go from social group to social group, person to person, and they pick the weakest link, or what they deem to be the weakest link, and then they take from them. So pay attention if you have somebody that you're giving your all to, and they're just taking, then that's a problem. You need to change that. It's okay to give to somebody, but if they continually take and you continually give, and there's not a reciprocity is a big word, then that's not your people. Spirit really wants you to take that in acknowledgement, because these people can't go to the next level that you're with. I'm hearing beginnings must have endings. So if you've been seeing 1010 right now, you gotta, it's a confirmation of a cycle completion. This person I've been talking about, the Sagittarius, you gotta tie up loose ends. So they're just playing on your emotionalness, your goodness to stay in, because they know that's a loud car. See the distractions? They don't want you to hear that. That's a FedEx truck. Like, it should not be that loud. It's a crazy FedEx truck. You also have somebody who's part of the 27 club. They're sending you love right now, and they've been sending you messages with roses. So if you've had a friend or a past loved one who died at 27, and they, it's the famous 27 club, they want you to know that they're here, they're working with you, and everything happened in divine timing, and this was their divine destiny. So them dying at 27 was very significant. So they know that you miss them. How loud are these trucks right now? It's craziness. There was no traffic, and all of a sudden there's all kinds of traffic. Somebody definitely does not want you to hear this message. Alright, I got Spirit wants you to know about karmic law number 12, the law of significance and inspiration. Rewards are a result of the energy and efforts that we put into it. So Spirit wants you to know that prosperity and abundance are yours for the taking, but you need to pay attention to something in your life, because I'm hearing pay attention to what fruit this tree bears, because there's something that you're putting a lot of energy into it, and maybe it's this person, but they're not gonna give you back a reward. It's like you're gonna water this tree and it's not gonna produce any fruit, because they are definitely riding on the struggle bus right now. And Spirit also wants to remind you that time is equal energy to money. So if this could also be about your job too, because they're saying don't just take a job because it pays more money. It's not an equal energy exchange. They're putting big red caution letters. And I had a side job that I got and a while back, and the money seemed to pay all right, but the work was like I had to go risk myself and put myself in a toxic environment just to make the money, and it wasn't even worth it. And I was like, I'm not even gonna show up for this job, because who knows what I'm gonna have to deal with or what I'm gonna have to go through just to make these couple of dollars, because money is an energy. It's a piece of paper that you can attract to you. And when you put yourself in that mindset, you'll see if you're not in alignment with something, then that's just temptation that the devil's trying to get you off your path, trying to get you into something that's definitely not for you. Because the devil works by distraction. You have all these Hollywood made up things of what the devil is, but it's not a person. It works through people, works through distraction. Hear that dog barking? It works by distraction, because that's why there was a ChatGPT thing. This guy asked, what would you do if you were the devil? How would you work? And he's like, I wouldn't tell anybody I was the devil. I would just distract them, and I would get them into things. So if all these, they work the energy works through your addictions. So some scary guy with a red tail is not going to show up. That's not how the devil appears. Devil appears through somebody that's hotter than fish grease showing up and showing you attention and then pulling you down a long toxic road that you don't need to be down. The devil works by you getting into a job that you have to work and slave, but at the end of the day you're like, well, it pays good, but you're never off to enjoy that money. So pay attention. Money isn't everything. We do need money in this world to survive, but it's not the first foremost thing that we need, because at the end of the day you can't take it with you. And this 3D mindset world really tries to get you to focus on money. I'm hearing money is the root of all evil. You can't put a camel through the eye of a needle, but it's not the root of all evil. It is what you do with it when you have the money. Because people with no money sit and wish that they had money, and people that have money, the toxic ones, sit and just use it for things but don't spread it. It's like there's no equal balance. So don't get caught up in that cycle is the biggest thing. And start using affirmations. Here's a particular one right now that I'm hearing. I am stronger than any negative life circumstances. I'm stronger than any negative life circumstances. Miracles and blessings are appearing in my life every day. I will not give up. I will not stop. I'm going to put my energy into prayer, not fear. Be a prayer warrior right now. And know that you're a healer, but you're not everyone's healer. And the devil's just trying to distract you with your feelings right now, and God's trying to enlighten you with the truth. And I just heard a ding. So that's definitely a confirmation. If you've been in your feelings lately, especially when it comes to trying to cut somebody off, that's when you know they're not for you. That's the number one way you know somebody's toxic, is when you get up all in your feelings having to cut them off. And you know that you're not cutting them off for no reason. Literally, that's craziness that I'm hearing. And also the situation is causing you to be defensive and miss out on opportunities right now. So when you get out of your feelings, if you got to cut toxic stuff off in your life or people that drain you, that have become toxic, you got to step outside of your feelings and look at it as an outsider, because that's the only way you're going to cut somebody off that's toxic. And it's especially hard when they're family, or somebody that feels like family. But again, some of these people are not the same people that you met 10 years ago, because they didn't heal and deal with their toxic life stuff. They just kept suppressing it. So it just keeps regurgitating up. And if you accept them and you're like, well, I don't care, they're going to be my friend to the end. Well, just know that you signed up for their karmic lesson. And that wasn't a lesson you were even supposed to learn. So be very careful when you're like, I'm going to keep this person in no matter what, because I can fix them, because you can't fix anybody who doesn't want to fix themselves. And I'm hearing, watch out for the okey doke. The okey doke. That's because this person is just a vessel for whatever demonic entity that's attached to them. So they're not the same person. You're seeing them in the view that you want to see them, or that you saw them when you first met. But again, life has lifed them, and they're not that same person. And this is tied into karmic debts. You can look up these debt numbers. There's 4 of them: 13, 14, 16, and 19. Your life path karmic debt is a number derived by calculating your life path number. It's derived from, so you can figure out your karmic life debt number from your birth date, and you can, if you know numerology and you know how to reduce numbers, that's how you find out if you have this. So you can find out, or if you're born on the 13th, 14th, 16th, or 19th, that's definitely letting you know that that is your karmic debt. These are burdens that you have to overcome. These are unfinished business from past karmic consequences, and they're derived from karmic debt that's associated with it. So these present obstacles are not just, life's ups and downs. These are literal karmic soul contracts that you're going through right now. I'm hearing blind faith is necessary at this time. You've really just gotta keep having the faith of a mustard seed, I'm hearing, and they're showing me a private eye. So either you're a private eye, or you should be, because you're really good at finding out the information. I'm hearing stick to the facts, the truth will set you free. So I feel like some of you have been really going down the rabbit hole trying to figure out, putting the pieces together. You're about to get the information that you need to help in your investigation that you've been doing. Also, it's a confirmation of somebody else has been investigating you over the years. So if that's happened and you're not a bad person, you don't have anything on your record, then know that that's what's going to help set you free and set the book straight. They're showing me Wendy syndrome too, that you love to nurture. You're very empathetic, but you sacrifice to the point of emotional burnout. And that's Wendy and Peter Pan. She's like looked as mother figure, but she ends up having to take care of everybody. I'm hearing this is also very common in cisgender women. So if that resonates with you, know that you don't have to take care of everyone. And if you need to set healthy boundaries, that's the biggest thing. When you start setting boundaries, that's how you get rid of toxic people. And I'm literally seeing a hummingbird right now, and I'm not gonna, it's so crazy. I'm seeing a green hummingbird. I wish I could zoom in on it, but every time I go and try to do that, they fly away. That's crazy. I haven't seen a hummingbird here ever. That is so crazy. I'm also hearing that you're meant to be a digital nomad. So that's confirmation for somebody who's been trying to do stuff digitally, and maybe it hasn't fully worked out for you yet. It's coming though. Your name's being spoken in rooms that you're not aware of. I'm hearing that song. It's about damn time. In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy in my Belussiussies. Bring out the fabulous, 'cause I give up right now. Yeah, so you need to. I'm hearing you're way too fine to be this stressed. That part of the song, and you're giving way too much time and energy to people that don't give it back to you. And I'm hearing maybe you have too much agreeableness. Because you're compassionate, you're kind, trusting, and respectful. But sometimes people saying no, it's out of your, it's hard for you to do because you've been taught to be agreeable and to be a people pleaser. Maybe that's something you're working on. But start saying no. You don't have to be rude to people, but you simply saying no. Watch the people run away. Run away. Okay, so that was a weird interruption with my message. I don't know, all of a sudden it just said that my phone was, everything was shut down, and so I'm just going to wrap this message up. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button if this message is resonating with you. I'm just going to get these last couple messages because I don't know where I left off because I was just literally talking to thin air. And so right now it's all about decluttering. Right now I'm hearing, it says you'll feel better and more focused if you take time to clear out the space and clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Right now, if you feel led to donate things to people and places, definitely do that because you gotta clear out the old. This is all about decluttering. So if you have some old clothes or something like that, you need to get rid of, because your angels are saying that your needs are about to be met. Your prayers are being answered. I'm hearing you have a lot of ancestral roots right now. A lot of ancestors that are working, and you've been having dreams of abundance. So keep a dream journal right now and visualize abundance in all forms. It's not just going to the job. And I'm seeing 3333 as I wrap up this message. So let me know how this message resonates with you right now. If you do the work and you detox your friendships, you detox, stuff that doesn't need to be in your life, and you block out these distractions like the one that just happened. It's straight cut off the message. You gotta block out distractions right now because it's all coming, because they don't want you to finally manifest what you've been working for. But I'll just leave it right there. You got a raise or promotion coming in. You've done it. You've done the work. So give yourself a pat on the back and just keep clearing out right now. Release anything that no longer serves your highest good, and I promise you that you will have it. Reciprocity, you will get back what you give, and so you're not going to be in lack of anything. You're not going to be losing anything, because whatever you get rid of, you're just making space for the new things that are coming in. So love and light, beautiful souls. And I just saw 444 as I was shutting this down. So angels are with you, and there's no need to worry. You just got to have faith right now, and that's part of your test, but I know you can do it. Love and light, beautiful souls. Have a wonderful day.